So you want to unlock all the nice new shiny tech items that you can get in Genesis Part 2. However, it's not very simple to do. Currently, you can level up your survivor to 105 by gaining experience within the game. However, it's going to cap at 105 with 15 more levels required to gain all of that cool tech stuff. And here is a few ways you can get that 15 levels. You're right kids, it's Rasclark, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So as I said, first thing you're going to need to do is get to level 105 by killing many creatures, crafting, harvesting. There's many ways to gain XP within the game. But once you've hit that 105, you've got a few options, and I'm afraid none of them are easy, unless of course you've got the opportunity to transfer servers. And we're assuming you've never ascended before. But if you can transfer servers, the easiest way to get the first 10 levels is by killing Beta Rockwell on Aberration, which is very easy to do on foot solo as long as you've got a good shotgun and cactus broth. And if you want me to do a guide on that, drop a comment below. But if you are stuck on Genesis Part 2, there's a few ways to get those extra levels, one of which is by getting every single explorer note on the map. However, in some harsh sense of irony, you're going to need all 4 sets of explorer notes. That's all the Gabriel notes, Nidat notes, Santiago notes, and worst of all the HLNA notes, because all of the HLNA notes are either automatically unlocked when you reach certain locations or when you do certain things in game. And this is where the irony stands, that in order to unlock every HLNA note, you need to tame every creature and use every new tech item on Genesis Part 2, which of course you can't do until you've got those extra 15 levels. However, upon doing all of these, you will unlock an additional 10 levels. And I've spent a great deal of time going through every note in the fastest route possible. And I'll leave that guide at the end of the video, which by the way is all of the notes apart from the HLNA notes. And I'll leave a guide to those particular HLNA notes in the description, and shout out to Ninja Killer. So the notes at this point are pretty useless. So you're left with only one real option. You're going to have to face and beat the final boss of Genesis Part 2. To even face the boss, there's a minimum requirement of beating all of the missions on either Gamma, Beta or Alpha to face that version of the boss. And of course gaining the required amount of mutagen, with each tier of the boss giving you an additional 5 levels. And this certainly isn't for the faint-hearted. Some of these missions are incredibly tough, especially at Alpha level. However, there's a way to do this without having to encounter the Alpha missions or the Alpha boss if you want to. But first, I'm going to run through what you unlock with each tier of the boss. And a small warning, this is going to reveal the final boss. However, I'm not going to reveal the cinematic at the end. And if you don't know how to find the boss terminal, I've got a guide to that. I'll leave a link in the description. So encountering the boss, you're going to play the toughest game of whack-a-mole you've ever played in your life, of which this is pretty much that, and you're going to need to be armed to the nines, fighting off tentacles, acid, summoners, weird mutated survivors, and of course the big meanie himself, Rockwell. And on Gamma, it's not too bad to run through. Beating it on Gamma gives you 5 additional levels, allowing you to unlock the tech surveillance console, and you will also unlock the Exo Mech. Increasing the challenge on Beta, and it really is increased, it gets a lot tougher on Beta. You'll get another 5 levels, allowing you to unlock the Tech Hover Sail. And by the way, these do stack, so you can go straight to Beta if you want to. And that's all you unlock, no additional tech engrams. From this point, you've got 2 options. You can of course face the Alpha boss, and I'll run through that in just a moment. But the other option, which is a bit grindier, but certainly more easier, is by equipping a chibi into your offhand slot. You should have at least 1 chibi when you respawn, as long as you've got give default survivor items ticked on. And whilst having this chibi equipped, you're going to have to find and kill a lot of alphas, and it can be any alpha variant of any creature on the map. And with each alpha you kill, your chibi will gain experience. But you're going to have to kill a lot of alphas, and I do mean a lot. Big shout out to Nooblitz, he did a guide on this, showcasing how many alphas you need to kill. But for me, on my test server, I've got experience boosted, so it's only going to take me a handful of alphas to get those 5 levels. And with each level your chibi gets, your player also gets an additional level, up to of course 5 times. So stacked with the 10 levels you got from beating the final boss, whether you had to beat the Genesis Part 2 boss or Rockwell on Aberration, you've now got your additional 15 levels. allowing you to finally unlock the Tek bow, the Tek phase pistol and the Astro Delphi Starwing saddle. If you don't fancy that grind of killing many alphas and want to face the alpha boss, be prepared, this is a tough ride. And no, you can't take in a Giga. I tried, I tested, I failed. To sum up how the boss works, you're going to have to kill a number of purple tentacles that pop out the ground, whack-a-mole. And then upon killing the amount of tentacles required, one of 4 nodes will reveal itself that you then need to kill. But you can't kill this with anything conventional, no weapons, no creatures. You'll be gifted an exo mech equipped with a hyper beam that you use to kill these nodes. And no, you don't get to use this with a craftable version. Upon doing that 4 times in a row, Rockwell Prime will finally reveal himself. And you can go to town with weapons, creatures, just cause as much damage as you possibly can. Upon dropping his health bar all the way to 0, you'll then have to use the Exomech one last time to deal the final blow. And is it worth completing it on Alpha? Well, you get an additional 5 levels, the glory of beating the Alpha version of Rockwell, and a pretty cool mutated survivor skin. But you don't get any additional Tek engrams, only the levels and the skin. And that's it, you're now level 120 and can have all the fun with your hover sails, Tek bow, Tek pistol, and of course the Astro Delphis. Thanks all for watching, I hope you enjoyed this, comment below if you did. Of course, I'm going to leave you with a guide on every explorer note in the fastest route possible, if you want to get those notes and get those additional 10 levels after you've done everything else. My name's Ras Clark, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, peace out.